Hey y'all, Jim Pankey here with an idea for you to help you sort out some up the neck stuff. I know a lot of you struggle with that, and I do too from time to time. And I'm going to show you a technique that I use that helps me fake my way through an up the neck break when maybe I didn't really have one. Sometimes that happens, like in a jam. And if you need an up the neck break on the fly, like really quick, like this is a good way of doing it. And at least if you pair this up with some of the material that I did in my last video, I'll post a link. It should be up there somewhere. I never know where they're going to be. I'll post you a link for that, and you can go back and review that up the neck. Combined with this, I bet you'll have lots of cool ideas. Now, before we go any further, if you like this sort of content, if this is helpful, if you just enjoy it, even if you're not learning anything, hit that like button. I'd appreciate that. Leave a comment. That's awesome. I do my best to respond to a lot of those comments. And if you want to get notifications when I post this stuff, hit the subscribe button. That helps grow the channel, and ring the bell. All right? All right, let's look at this idea. We're going to be dealing with two different shapes. So you know this shape. This is like our F shape. Named because that's the first place we learned this shape. So it's ring finger on the 4th string. We'll put it at the 5th fret at the moment, but it's a movable shape. Social finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Index finger, 2nd string. You see how we're kind of gone diagonal line there. And pinky on the 1st string, 5th fret. And this is a movable shape. If you're not familiar with all of that, be sure to go watch my chord videos. That'll help you. You gotta know your chords. You just gotta. All right. So that's one shape we'll be using. The other shape we're going to use is our D shape. So ring finger, index finger, social finger, and then pinky. So basically you can just swap those. You just swap those two. Simple. But you should know that before you dive into this. So if you're here before any of that makes sense, go back and watch those other videos. It'll help. All right. Now, I said we can start creating up the neck breaks by just moving a finger. And we're going to move our ring finger. So if we have this sound, we can take our ring finger and move it one note. So we can fret that 3rd string. So out of this D shape, so we're at G here at the 7, 8, 9. See how that works? So if we start with it open, start with our shape. A lot of times I just fret a partial shape. So start with that. And then on the way back around, you can put that finger down. So if we were doing I Saw the Light, so that gives us a melody note that we don't have just holding that chord shape. And I'm just playing melody notes and hitting the 5th string on the in-between. You can do this. So that's a useful pattern. I use it all the time. Probably every time I sit down to play, I will use that little technique of taking that G shape there and putting that down. If I was playing a D chord, see, I use that note. And so so that's what we're going to use out of that shape. All right, that's cool. What would we use if we were using our F shape? So let's put it up here at C. We're going to move our ring finger down to our second string in this case. You can just move it pretty much any time you want. So any roll. So we're just starting with it in our standard chord shape. And then we put it down, and then we pick it back up. Simple. So all we're moving is our ring finger. We're using our chord shape, and we're moving our ring finger to get an extra melody note. Because a lot of times, the melody you're looking for is somewhere near the chord, and that note out of that shape is often a melody note. How do you know? You can just try it. See what happens. All right, so let's try to put those two things together. So start with, we just use I Saw the Light. You can use any tune, but we're going to use I Saw the Light because that's kind of what's in my head at the moment. And then goes to C. And then we'll do it again. And then I come all the way up to this G because I want to use just these two shapes. So slowly with no stops. Now that wasn't perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but in a jam session, it comes around to you. And let's say somebody's already played a low break and nobody's played an up the neck banjo break. Now you can fake your way through it. Yes, you're gonna fake it. Will it be a great break? Probably not. Do you care? You shouldn't. It's a break, and it'll get you there. And like I say, combining this idea of moving one finger will get you a long way toward putting more melody notes in your up the neck break. Because if at this point, if you're just been rolling through chords up the neck, which is totally cool, it's okay. I do that too. But you want to add more melody notes, this will help. This will add you one more note by just moving one finger, and it's our ring finger. Both times. You can do this. I have great confidence in you to be able to figure this out. So go try it. Try other songs, try other ideas. Let me know how this works. If this is helpful, be sure to, you got to hit the like button. You just got to share it with other banjo players. All right, folks, we'll see y'all real soon.